through our agenda. So today we are going to learn what is posture balance. So for just people who doesn't know, I just want to explain. Then we were going through what are the probiotics and why are the probiotics so important for our health. Also, how to select a good source of probiotics. Yes, and how are the posture balance related to cooking, and how to prepare marination and pickling for probiotic balance. So that's what we are going through. Anyway, I created Makiko method posture balance. I was a Pilates instructor and dancer. And I realized as I was teaching, that every week people come with same backache, same headache, same shoulder ache, same things every week. It's so interesting. And when I touch the muscle of the abdominals, I feel the same tension every week, almost same place. So I was started wondering what's going on inside of the abdominal muscle. So it's very easy to think about, because when you exercise, we think about only abdominal muscle, which is 4 layers, but then you don't think about gut. You don't think about the organs. We have organs like, especially small intestine to the colon, the large intestine are in the lower abdomen region. So you have to think about that. Also, for female, we are after 25 years old, we start to expand and develop the female organs, right? Yes, uterus, ovaries, everything. So how can you be really, skinny to pull in the abdominals and tensing and crunching, and that's also my question. So I start to focus organs movement for exercise. Then I realized food, especially people who eat sugar and dairy, which is milk product, they tend to have the gut is inflamed, especially the lower part. So when you touch, the tissue is swell, hard, and most likely those people have digestive problems, like a constipation or sometimes diarrhea, or they have a reflux. So I started to go to, I was really wondering, and finally I went to Natural Gourmet Institute to study food therapy. So here I introduce you some books. Natural Gourmet Institute is founded by Anne-Marie Colvin, and she's my first teacher of food study. And I learned a lot, and afterwards, as I am applying the knowledge to my clients, exercise, actually physical exercise and other things, and I start to be interested more the organ function to the neuromuscular skeletal system. And I start to be able to help the healing of eczema, severe kind of not calmness, and like a kind of ADD, and depressions, and of course headache to backache to everything. And so I start to learn all these books. I recommend the books. Here, the Gut and Psychology Syndrome. This is a new book. Especially this book is about probiotics. And then the Food and Healing. Okay. And chemical-free kids. If you are preparing to have a baby, or if you are already mother, this might be a book you want to read. And besides probiotics, also enzyme level is a key for your health. So you might want to know that. Okay? So those are my recommendations. So posture for me is not just usual physiological formation or the style of the body. The function of not only muscle and joint, the function of the organs are important. If the organs are not aligned and the tissue has enough elasticity to pump all the fluid, then you are going to be stuck with bad energy. So it's very important for your energy level to think about organs and neuromuscular system together. And postures, I think, is not only that, and our food involved. And food makes you swing in your mood. So the posture is including our mentality, the emotion, the psychology, and the way we think, yes? And the energy. So energy you create from your posture. Like for example, if you are standing like this, what's the difference? If I stand like this, if I stand like this. You see? Maybe this person has a backache, so she cannot stand straight. Or maybe she had something sad event in the life, so then she cannot stand this moment. But then you can feel the energy created by this posture. Maybe this person's energy is not really circulating. You can sense that, yes? So when you think about the posture, you have to include energy. So posture is included body, physical body, psychological factors, mind, and the spirit, which is energy. So you have to think about three balance. Okay? So now, how are we going to use this probiotics? And probiotics is very important to support this posture balance. Yes? Okay? So the postures, okay. So what is probiotics? Do you know?
The bacteria?
The bacteria, okay. There are so many bacteria,
That's
but
right.
what, yes.
Yes.
What kind of bacteria, right? So we have a good bacteria and bad bacteria in the world, and we have a good bacteria, friendly bacteria living in our gut, which is most likely from mostly from small intestine to the large intestine. Especially lower part of the small intestine to large intestine are more the probiotic concentrated. And also women's special place also. Those are the, so what the probiotic does. So since you are in my class, who knows what the probiotic does?
Help digestions?
Help digestions. Okay, help digestions. What else?
Help keep a healthy gut.
Okay, healthy gut. Okay, healthy gut. Okay, right. This is the first, our line of defense. Line of defense. Okay? So, anything, everything comes from outside, the bad bacteria, and fungus, mold, mold, and parasite, and also the environmental toxins coming through your system, your nose and mouth. And, So, this probiotic is coating entire small intestine to the large intestine. And so supposed to be your intestinal wall is covered by probiotics. Okay? So when the toxin coming into you, this is a line of defense, means then bounce back, right? So you're not intoxicated by all those toxins because of probiotics. However, if you are eating too much processed food, like cake and cookies, sugary food, right? Alcohol, too much alcohol, yes? Too much antibiotics. Nowadays, people are concerned with vaccination also. So, anything, everything to break your probiotics, then you do not have line of defense. So, your enemy, which is toxin, can go through the wall of the intestine, and what's happened? There, what we have is bloodstream. So, the toxin can reach the bloodstream, and your blood system carries those toxins to everywhere. Your organs, to brain. Yes? Good. So, according to Dr. McBride, this gut and psychology syndrome, even the ADD, autism nowadays, and also eczema to depression, all those are started by this imbalanced probiotics. Because the toxin can reach to your the brain cells to interfering your development. But anyway, we're going to leave there. That's it. Okay? And so, how we can increase the probiotic level? So, its easiest way is you're going to use the probiotic food into your meal. All the time. Any meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, anything you can think about. So that's what we want to do. Okay, so here today we learn how to put the probiotics in your regular meal. Yes? Good? Okay, so what we can think about probiotic, good source of probiotic food. Okay, do you have any ideas? Aiko-san.
Pickles?
Pickles, right. Pickles. Okay? Anything else? Harumi-san.
Prawn? Japanese prawn?
Prawn. Umeboshi prawn. Yes, umeboshi prawn. Yes? Here we have. Yes? Okay. What else? Mariko-san.
Miso.
Miso. Yes. Miso is a very good source of probiotics. So that's the ancient Japanese wise. So we have a miso and tamari soy sauce. Not just regular soy sauce. Tamari, T-A-M-A-R-I. Tamari soy sauce, a fermented soy sauce. That's also probiotic sauce. What else? Kayo.
Yogurt.
Yogurt, very important part of yogurt. Okay. I like myself is Rooney, New York. Just a moment. ちょっとヨーグルト出してください。I have usually used two different makers of yogurt. Okay, so this Ronnie Brook, can you see? And this is Hawthorne Valley. Okay. However, Ronnie Brook ferment only 5 hours, and Hawthorne does 8 hours. I asked them. Okay, and they are not enough to break down all the milk, sugar, milk, fat, whatever. So here you are. You have to make homemade yogurt. I strongly recommend homemade yogurt, which is you are going to ferment the yogurt 24 hours. At least 24 hours. So I guess you might need a yogurt maker. Because once you put in a yogurt maker, then it's very easy to just leave it overnight. I usually do the 30 hours. So this is my homemade yogurt. Yes? Okay. So this is much more healthier. And this can provide you a probiotics. Yes? Okay. So, also you can use olives. Olives are very easy to use. Yeah? Hi. So olives you should just buy and you can eat. Just make sure it's not really canned and bottled. You know, I have a very nice super in Hoboken where I live, which is a Garden of Eden. Provide nice olives, pickled olives. That's really convenient. So you can go to a super. You can go around where you live. You can find what is available. And ask, do they use some kind of preservatives? Do they use organic or not? And so you know. So I don't really think really you have to use always organics because it's really difficult to get organic food, and also organic products might be. It said organic, but it comes from very far away. Means the strawberry come from. I don't know, the 6 hours away by the airplane or something. Then they probably take off the strawberry from the tree too early. Yes, blue, right? Still green, and by the time it comes here, maybe gets red. But I don't think that has a really good energy. It's too young to pick, right? So it really depends on how you will balance. Of course, budget, convenience, and everything you can think about. But as long as you are eating basically homemade food, home cooking, then you are fine. You're fine. If you're eating craft food like, I don't want to name it, but fast food chain. There are so many hamburger chains and coffee place nowadays. There are so many things, places to think about. But if you keep eating there, then you have to check your health, gut health, gut, G-U-T, G-U-T. Because no one understands my English. So anyway, so I really strongly recommend you to cook in home with probiotics. Okay? So miso, yogurt, tamari, soy sauce, and olives, pickles you can use. Clear? Okay. Now, so where I should go? Okay. So we are going to. I'm sorry. So before that happens, so I just want to introduce you to some makers to choose from. These are kind of organic makers and beans and grains. Shiro terms. Yeah, shiro. I usually get beans from these makers. Yes. Okay. Now, the soy sauce. Soy sauce is very important. Now, in America, I don't know, in New York where I live, the best I can get is this eating organic tamari soy sauce. That's I believe. And also for the pickling, you can use this ume plum vinegar. Okay, it's very convenient. Okay, miso. This is my favorite, which is South River miso. South River miso. Yeah. Also, there is another option here. What's the makers? Miso Master Organic, whatever. So there is a. Okay. And then salt. The choice of salt is very important for your health. No table salt, please. No table salt. The table salt is not real salt. The real salt is sea salt or mountain salt, the rock salt. Yes? Okay? The sea salt has lots of minerals, kalium, calcium, magnesium, it's a mixture. And then you have a neutralized, right? When you eat have minerals. So my favorite salt is this French Freya de Sel and Camargue from Camargue. Camargue is south region of France. There is a pond. The pond you can produce salt. This is Celtic salt. So this is okay too, but this kind of have strong taste. This I got from Mexico. I used to be able to get this from one of the Spanish supermarket around here, but they don't have anymore, so it's a little bit difficult to get. So this is Japanese salt. It's Nazuna. Nazuna. Okay. So those are my recommendations. Okay. じゃあこれ戻してください。Okay, so I would like to introduce you how to cook with probiotics. So this pickles I made, so you're going to taste. If you're here, you can taste. Okay, see, did you hear the sound? Good. Okay. So this means it's fermented. There's a gas. Yes. Marvin, it's off.
It's okay.
Okay, so this is turnip, lemon juice, and salt. Just lemon juice and salt. Yeah? And this one, is just the salt. Same turnip, but just the salt. Okay. Garlic. This is turnip again, but I wanted you to taste the three different tastes. So this is ume plum vinegar. Ume plum vinegar is very easy. You just put the vegetables in a jar and you just put the vinegar and you just shake it. So very easy. Yeah? So それね、悪いけど、その台に乗って、あそこにグラスのジャーがあるから取って。ここ？そこにね、グラスのジャーがあるんだけど、上にある。あ、それです。そこに誰かある。あ、はい。So this is very good. This is a garlic in lemon juice and sea salt. Did I put the olive oil? No, I forgot. So, garlic, pickled garlic is very good for yes. Yeah? is garlic in miso. You can take this garlic miso with sake. Okay. So I want to show to live stream. Hi, can you see me? Okay. Miso, garlic in miso, garlic in lemon juice and sea salt. Okay. Kabu, turnip in umeboshi plum vinegar. Umezu. Okay. Turnip in sea salt and lemon juice. And this is turnip in salt. Okay. Maybe you can taste. Do you want to taste?ちょっとそこに用事があるんですけど。じゃあもしよければ。So just taste, please. So, how can we make the peppers? Hi. So, you need a glass jar. You need a glass jar, okay? No plastic. So glass jar, you have to sterilize. So you have to sterilize your glass jar. You can put the bottle in boiled water for a second, or you can just go with boiled water inside. You put the boiled water and just pour, and you just dry up. And you don't have to be too really nervous, so you can just go. And I just cut this carrot, very nice organic carrot. It's beautiful, right? Nice. Okay. So it's organic, so you don't have to really think about too much to clean up the outside, like black spots or something. It's fine. You don't have to. Actually, it's good for you. So you just put this like this. Yeah? Yes? See? Okay. Now the salt. This is kamal, this is nazuna. So you can choose anything. Like for example, if I use a daikon, white daikon radish, which is kind of Japanese vegetable, then I choose nazuna, Japanese sea salt. The rest, maybe I choose kamal. So it really depends. Sometimes I use a Himalayans too, but I don't like much Himalayans. It's too strong for me. So you choose a mineral level in a salt might have something to do. Okay? Our body fluid are almost the same as seawater. seawater. That's why when you use the sea salt, you are healed. You're powered up. The sea salt can power your healing power. Okay? What do you call it? Amplifier. Sea salt can be an amplifier of your healing system. Okay? So now, let's choose this okay? So, for this much, it really depends on up to you. If you don't want too salty, but you don't have to go too crazy. But you have to have a certain amount of salt, otherwise it doesn't stay long, you know. Okay. So I usually put like this. Okay? And then what happened? The lemon. See? Yes. Now here comes the posture. It's very important. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna go like this. It's not so good, right? You're stuck. The energy in the shoulder. You have to drop your shoulder, and you have to rise your center, and you have to send the energy to the lemon. It's true. So here, if you like, I like sour. So I put everything. Yeah. Fight with my husband. I can't cook. I really can't cook. I don't feel like cooking. But I start to cook, and he starts to fight. I cannot stop, and then, right? Tastes terrible. Really, it's really tastes terrible. I know. Oh my God. So you learn from cooking that you better solve a problem before you start cooking. Especially before you sleep, you better solve the problem that day, you know? Okay? Do not carry the problem from the last day to the next day. If you have to say sorry, you must say sorry. If you need to say thank you, you must say thank you. You must, if you want to say I love you, you have to say I love you to maybe yourself. Yes? Okay? That's very important. Yes? Anne-Marie Colvin, my teacher, taught us in food therapy class that if you go to angry chef's restaurant, you eat with husband, right? You go with husband and have a nice dinner, and afterwards you fight with your husband because anger in the food, something influenced us. So we are eating bad energy. It's very important, right? So how can you clean up your energy? That's also a part of food. So it's the chicken and the eggs. If you have a bad energy, you cannot cook? No. You start to cook, you learn. You start to cook, you taste, and you learn. So you start to cleanse. You start to cleanse by good food, and you taste, you try to be better, you try to make better food, and that attitude starts to circulate in you and food. Yes? So that makes actually entire energy movable. Yes? In Chinese medicine, stuck energy is the one to cause disease. Right? Yes? So it's very important you put love and good energy for the cooking. Now, third, the important things for the cooking is 5 senses. Use 5 senses. What the 5 senses are? 1, what is it?
Touch.
Touch. Very interesting. Usually people don't go there at the beginning. Touch. Okay, what's the tool for touch? Skin. Skin to touch. Yes, that's one of the sense. Next, second one. Aiko-san. Hearing. Hearing, listening from ear. Yes? Okay? Third, Kayo-chan. See. Okay? See and watch, observe by eyes. Fourth, now, smell. Smell with nose. Okay? The fifth one, Keigo-san. Keigo-san. Taste, most important for today. If you don't have this, you get a taste, though, yes? Right. Taste, turn to taste. Okay? 5 sense. Why? So you have to see the color. Look, this beautiful squash. You see that, right? You can see this differently in the green market and supermarket. Too shiny. But inside the texture is, you can really see the texture. Some things are wrinkly. You know, apple, you see the apple nowadays, like the really good apple looks really fresh. And when you smell, my God, it's great. Really, I want to eat. Yes? Right? But you can see the irradiation. Irradiation is just, it's like a light, you know, the 放射能なんですっけ?
Radiation?
Radiation to use to killing the bacteria, the surface. But actually that's also killing the enzyme. Okay? So it's not good for your health, right? So you have to use the eye. Okay? Hearing. When you cut, when you chew, you hear the crispy body, right? That's also part of the taste. So it's very important to enjoy your sense of ear for food. Yes? Okay? Smell, of course, smell and tongue. As you know, we need that for the food. Yes? Right? Good. And the sense, touch, important. When you cut, here when you cut carrot, when you cut tomato, are they same? No. You cannot cut the carrot like you cut the tomato, right? Especially this squash, very hard. You have to go, ooh. You see? It's different. So you have to have a technique, not really technique, the sense of your fingers to the relationship to your knife, also your arms relationship to your feet. Because if the feet are not really grounded, your energy from the earth through your body to the knife are not going to work, function. Yes? For example, if I do this, too much energy. You're wasting. And it's not good for the taste, I guess. So it's very important, the function of the movement, function of your movement, and the postures. And your attitude, as I said. If you're angry, you cannot do this. Obviously not good, right? You have to be nice. You have to be nice. You have to be nice to the visitor. Yes? Huh? Yes? And the energy. If you are angry, you can, of course, transfer the atmosphere. If your mother is angry, do you sense? Oh, everybody goes. Yes. If your father is sad, do you sense? And how does that make you feel? Make you feel sad, make you feel angry, make you feel frustrated, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Right? So, you need, in order to cook good, healthy food, you have to be healthy. Physically, emotionally, energetically. So that comes posture balance is handy. Okay? So So it's very important, right? So, is there any questions?
What kind of butter do you use?
What kind of butter? Okay, I use this. I get from Green Market. Milford Dairy is Amish, one of Amish farm. I get egg and butter, the homemade butter. You can make homemade butter, I believe, but it's a little bit tough. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you put this out, please? So, did I miss something? Oh, okay. How to select a good source of product? Okay. So as I suggest you the makers and companies, but beside of that, when you go to supermarket, when you go to a green market, how you gonna choose the food? Usually, how do you use? How do you choose? Looking? You use the eyes. Okay. How about Harumi-san?
I think about the season.
Think about the season. Okay. Season. Okay. What else? Now what?
Just looking what's available here.
Right. Okay. 'Cause sometimes you see the really annoying, right? The people are. You're making a finger mark. You're spoiling the. Do you have to do this? You started making the already spoiled, right? Maybe those person are probably angry too. Okay, so you don't do that. You don't need to do that. So how are you gonna do it? So you can use the end, yeah, just a little bit, very gently, tiny bit touch. You feel it. You don't have to push. Actually, if you push, your tissue are hardened. So you're not gonna feel the good food or not. If you push, right? Your muscles are tightened, right? So you're not gonna feel, right? The first smell, if it smells like melon or something, smell, right? If it smells, it's already probably time. And you go to end, right? And you just tiny bit feel it. If it's really tough to push me back, maybe it's not. And if it just talk to, are you ready or not? And if yes. So you can hear that almost. Yes? Okay? That's one way. Oh, it's true. Yes? Yes. We want to talk to the nature, okay? Now, the other things. Okay. リカさん、はい。こちらへお願いいたします。So for example, okay, these are actually organic both. So, but okay. So, are you in the camera?
Oh, am I supposed to be in the camera?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay. Here.
Hi.
Right. So, if it's organic and non-organic or something, it doesn't matter organic. Sometimes non-organic has more energy, ripen, beautiful, or something. We don't know, so we don't care. Do not be fooled by word. Commercialize this with a sign, big sign, organic. Don't worry about it. You go through your sense. The first, you must stand nice and gentle and straight. Not straight. And you, okay? You contact with, you feel your hands, yes? You go like this. And which things start to talk to you? You sense this one versus other. You just sense. You feel it. Okay? So that you have to develop your sense. You've got to practice. Yes, you have to practice. Okay? So how your body acts to yes or no. Okay. So I forgot which one. Okay. So Rika-san.
Hi.
So you do it for me.
Okay.
Okay. So which is better? Okay. まず姿勢をきちんと、はい、正して、はい、そして、はい、はい、そうですね。はい、はい。そうですね。私もこっちをちょっと承知しました。Yeah, something like that. Okay.
It's a little bit like friendly, warmth.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
You know.
You feel something in your hand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
ありがとうございます。So, that we have to. That's your sense. Yes, the five sense, part of five sense, the touch, right? So that you have to do. Yes. So we are going through. Okay, I forgot about it. So also the dressing. So dressing can be the same. トマトとあれをお願いします。So today we are also making black bean salad. So I already cut the tomatoes. So black bean salad. It doesn't matter what the ingredients are. So just mix. This is cilantro. Yes, cilantro. And then I made this olives, chopped olives. Yes, here again you can use this probiotic. Okay. Okay. So since this olive has a lot of salt, so you don't have to put salt. We can use the lemon. Yes. Maybe do you like to be sour? Yes. Do you like sour? In this case, you have to take a little bit shape. Okay. You just go like this. So by the time when we have a party, this is going to be a nice little probiotic salad. Because it's going to be maybe from now half an hour to 1 hour. I didn't expect this good. Looks so good! I'm really happy. I wish everybody here. Next time. So the probiotic salad and what is it? The tray. あのトレイ。あのトレイにじゃあこれを適当に乗せていただけますか、リカさん。こちらでお願いいたします。どのぐらいだっけ？
あと今ちょうど20分。
あと5分。
はい。あと5分。
お、OK。So marination. I forgot marination. So marination. Right, I forgot about the marination. for example of the chicken marination, what I showed you before. So this is chicken. Yeah. This is chicken. 2 chicken breasts. Yes. Put in Ziploc. Yes. Very handy, right? And then you go with the lemon. Okay. So it's really depends on how much you wanna, how you like the lemon or not. Okay. I like a lot. You see how much I'm using lemons. You don't have to take vitamin C supplement. Actually, the supplement is, to me, it's processed food. It's not natural, right? So you just put in here. I did, right? And then okay. I like to use Kamal sea salt. So like this much. You just go in. See? Very easy. Okay. Black pepper. You see? And then, can you see that? Okay. And olive oil. How much? I don't know. You see, you feel, you smell. Maybe okay. You have to have experience. Now, I don't like to go to recipe much. I go to restaurant. I used to go to restaurant a lot, right? And sometimes we still go to nice restaurants, and you taste something really good sometimes, right? And you just sense it, what is in it, the ingredients. And then you just come home and try to put everything together. And you just have to, it's really like a riding a bicycle. Cooking is like a riding a bicycle. So you have to develop your own sense. It's not necessary to cook the way other people cook. So it's very good. Cooking is a very individual sense. Yeah, it's very art. It's artistic. Yeah. So just like this, see? You can just smash and mash. Yes? And then at the end, you can squeeze out the air. You see that? Very easy. Good. And here comes, sorry. Okay, so this is one. Maybe this is for Monday. Then, okay. ちょっといいですね。はい。This pork, miso glazed pork. How are you gonna do it? You're gonna take miso. Put it here. Then you usually need a liquid, some kind of liquid, the oils or juice. Yeah, just tiny bit. This. And then if you want to put sake, don't worry about the alcohol because when you cook, the alcohol goes away, right? So you just go. You see? If you have no control, you're going to put that up. But you just go. Not too much, because if you put sake too much, it's going to be a little bit strange. Strange. So, okay, so you see this? So how is it? You're going to go like this, and you go. See? You need a good massage technique. Yes, yes, good massage. Mash. Yes, and you just go, really nice and gentle.
What's the part?
Eh?
Pork.
Hey.
What's the part?
Oh, pork tenderloin. This is pork tenderloin. You can go with pork center, pork chop? Anything. You can do anything. And until you see that this miso is going to go over everywhere, every square inch of the pork is covered by the entire liquid, maybe. And then you push this, and you squeeze out the air. You see? すみませんが、レッドワインがそこにあります。So this is 下、そこ開けると開いてます。それ。Okay, this is a beef chuck steak. This left over from my husband brought the appetizer for giant tailgate. This left over from me. Okay, so I like this one to be little bit European, so it's Camargue. Okay. Seasoning is important, right? リカさん、すいませんが、ハーブをお願いします。はい。It doesn't matter which sequence you're going to do first, but probably the seasoning is first. So, the salt and pepper. はい。ですね、これローズマリーね、タイムがいいかな。タイム。はい。オレガノありました。はい。オレガノ。はい。これね。So the herbs, I use this essence because it's so convenient. And oregano, thyme, what else do you have? Okay. ナツメがやない。クミンじゃない。じゃあ、今日は、ローズマリーをこの中に入れます。You see how easy? Okay. If you want to have a little more, then you can just. Can you see? Okay. Thyme. You can mix any herbs as you want. Don't worry about it. Okay. And then you can go with red wine. Right. Of course, the red wine doesn't go with toasted sesame oil, so that case you have to choose this olive oil. Yeah, olive oil. You want to buy olive oil, either can or if it's glass bottle, has to be dark bottle. Must be dark bottle. The light see-through bottle, it means the sunlight goes through and it's going to be already lasted. Okay, so it's important to choose what to choose. Okay, so you're gonna look at and so go around, so you can see how much. Look inside. はい。
ちょっとっぽいんですけどね。
はい。失礼してください。それなの。これ上の。Okay. Right.
So it's okay for sesame oil, that can be in it later. The sesame oil, that can be in a later jar, that's okay.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna show you chicken. Look at this pork. Beautiful pork. You see? Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Now this is I'm using the lemon, so that it's a little bit white. It's okay because lemon makes a little bit white part. So if you want brown, you can use also saute. You can saute the in a fry pan. You can just saute. You don't have to put it in oven. But it's easy. You come home, you put that into the oven, and you set. And then after that, because it takes about half an hour to bake, so that while it's cooking, you can just take a rest, you can change the clothes, you can relax, and you're ready to eat, right? So that's easy. And also, while you are putting the meat to be cooked, to cook in the oven, you can also make an appetizer, the salad, and the other stuff. You see? You have to really smash. Yes? Yeah. And you have to push out the air. Okay. You see? So I usually go to butcher. I'm very lucky. I have a butcher just half block around the corner. So I go to butcher Friday or Saturday. I try to go Saturday morning, and then I buy at least 3 different type of meat. And then you see chicken, yes, pork. Chicken actually lemon, right? Sea salt and olive oil marinade, and pork, miso, sake, toasted sesame oil, and beef, chuck steak in red wine, thyme, rosemary, and olive oil. So 3 different meals prepared for a week. This may be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday. If you have time to go to supermarket in between, you can get the fish, because fish is a little bit difficult to keep in the fridge. But these are okay. So, most likely I can go to supermarket Tuesday morning. So Tuesday night we have fish, right? Yeah. Over the weekend you can choose anything. So then it goes into the fridge. When you see it, hello husband, what do you want to have today? Chicken or beef? Or you can just call. Can you put the chicken in the 400 degree and 25 minutes in oven, please? Okay, guys. So that's also possible. So that's the marination. Now, the pickling in marination. Marination is a part of pickling. That I just read in Wikipedia. I'm sorry. So what's the difference, right? And so the pickling is start because of the vegetables, okay? To break down the surface, also start to form the probiotics. So this is a probiotic food, okay? And so that's a pickling. And marination, you can. We can use oil, lemon juice, citrus, yes, and what is it? Sake, yeah, right? Anything, and then you can start to break down the surface of the fat and the proteins. So it make you easy to digest. And if you're lucky, most likely, this one is lemon marination. You can use yogurt too. You can put the chicken into yogurt as marinade. Yeah, it's like an Indian. What is it? Indian what do you call it? Kebab. Eh? Tandoori? Yes, tandoori. I think tandoori is not yogurt. Tandoori is cottage cheese or something, cream cheese, something like that. So, but then you can marinate in yogurt. Of course, when you cook, yogurt are not living culture anymore, and but it already break down. It gives you nice taste, and it's easy to cook, easy to preserve the meat, so you don't have to go to supermarket, and it really helps you a lot to eat healthy. So I really recommend to start cooking. Now, if you have any problems, diarrhea, constipation, digestive tissue problems, then you better eat this type of food. You may not be able to digest starchy food, potatoes, yams, rice, even brown rice, and beans. You may not be able to digest if you have already have probiotic problems, which is intestinal problems. So you have to check and consult with physicians or whatever, the professionals. In that case, you can ferment the vegetables. That's safe for you. Okay? And yogurt. Now, so I explained to you the yogurt. You need to use a homemade yogurt. Oh, we have a dessert.
Ah, you're right.
And the yogurt sauce for the squash.
Eh?
The yogurt sauce for the squash.
If it's finished in half an hour. Okay. So this nice appetizers. Okay. So this one. Okay. So this is dessert. Today's dessert. I made baked apple with butter and cinnamon and nutmeg, and put in this 4-ounce jar, so you can just keep it like this. And can I have a flasher, please? Flasher.
はい。この横に入ってるんですよ。
あ、上にさっき出してくれたやつです。
あ、これはヨーグルトじゃない。
別にどっちでも。So, あ、ヨーグルトも出してもらうかな。Okay, so this is homemade fraiche. I made this for 30 hours fermentation. So you can put just over it. See? あ、そうじゃなくて、私の作ったヨーグルトがあるんですけど、これですね。ホームメイドヨーグルトがあるんですけど、見えます？
1個でいいですか
1個しかないよ、大きなやつ。一番多くのやつ。右の大きなやつ。白いやつ。はい。すいません。はい、これ、マイホームメイドヨーグルト。おー、OK。あ、それで今のやつ、その白いやつ出してください。すいません、ごめんなさい。Okay, so when you make homemade yogurt, there is a caution. There is a caution. If the yogurt doesn't come out good, then looks very different. Looks very. I don't think you can see it from here, but the texture is different. So just Bridget, can you go on? So this one. The smooth one is success one. The other smells different too. You can see the difference, right? Can you see? Okay, it's okay. Just to check. So I made this yogurt from the same milk. I warmed up and then same yogurt, but somehow 1 out of 12 came out not so good. But I knew that sometimes that happens. Now, temperature control, how to clean up all the tools, those are very important. Okay? And then also if it's heated too hot, and then it doesn't come out good. And also you're going to use yogurt, regular yogurt as a starter. And if the yogurt portion of yogurt is not matching with milk and looks like that come out like this. The next workshop is concentrate on yogurt and frachet. How to make and how to judge, how to see, and how to create good homemade yogurt and frachet, because this is very important for your probiotic level. Is there any question for that? Did you see? Okay. So you have hold the course or the dinner. You have はい。
あ、暑いです。
暑いですか？じゃあこちらへお願いします。
スコッシュがね。
これをちょっとあちらにお願いします。
スコッシュがあるんですけど。
私まで。Okay, so if you have party, you see, you pork, chicken, black bean, salad, and pickles as appetizer. Maybe you can put some homemade cheese. Very easy to make. That's next time. And you have dessert. Full course of probiotic.
じゃあこれも出します。
でも食べられないかも。
ちょっと
硬い。じゃあいいよ。
見せたく見せいい感じはいい感じなんですけど。いい匂い。
Okay, so here we are. So there is a squash.
ついてる。
ちょっと貸して。じゃあヨーグルトソースを作ってしまおうか。Okay, so here we are. This is a squash. So we are going to make a yogurt sauce. So homemade yogurt, 30 hours fermentation. Okay. Ah, すいません、シナモンとナツメッグをお願いします。
あら、ナツメッグのことなんですね。
はい、ナツメッグ。ね、ナツメッグです。Did you check both? Did you see the difference? Yes? Okay. So you have to really see, if it's really got some. So here, okay, and then yogurt. Can you see? Okay, and you can put. ちょっとスプーン貸してください。ここで。ナツメッグ。シナモン。Okay. And then just go like that. ちょっと一つね、小さいお皿をいただいてもいいですか？
小さいお皿。
はい、そこにある。それでいいです。そして、it has to go back to oven for our party, so I have to show you that. Okay. And then you baked this for another 40 minutes.
Yes.
Yes. 375 degree, 40 minutes. It's still not
It's almost there.
almost there. Maybe 15 more minutes or something ね。じゃあこれオーブンに戻していただこうか。はい。はい。Yogurt with nutmeg and cinnamon. If you want sweet, you can put honey. If you want to have salty, you can put sea salt. You can do anything you want. And you can just go like that. Yeah? So, now you have full course of probiotic milk. Thank you for watching and Natural Healing Kitchen. So this is the first time I tried for a live stream, but we are going to do more and more healthy kitchen, healthy exercise for Makiko method, posture balance. So posture balance for you to have healthy and happy life. Thank you.